Hey, what's going on, guys? Martin here. So it's no secret that the market's been absolutely dumping these past couple weeks. Now, if you feel like you've been missing out on opportunities to make money on trades, let me show you one simple tool that I like to use that helps me find at least 1 to 3 option trades a week. So the reason why I love this tool so much that it only takes me about 1 to 5 minutes each day to figure out if I'm going to take a trade or not. So this potentially can save you tons of time finding great setups. You know, in my opinion, this is great for folks that don't necessarily trade every day. But then again, if you already watch the charts every waking moment, you can always add this to the arsenal of strategies that you already have. So to start, I'm going to dive into showing how to set up the scanner on stockcharts.com. Then I'll dive into the search results that I saved from last week and just show you how I run through each search result on a daily basis just to give you a better idea if I use this tool. And then third, I'm actually going to cut in a real trade that I took last Thursday by using the bear divergence tool that I'm going to show you. And then I actually cashed out on Monday, making some sick gains. So I'm excited to show you that. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay, so this is stockcharts.com. I believe you need a membership to actually use the scanner that I'm about to show you. You can get a 1-month free trial. Just, give it a try, see how you like it. All right, so I'm logged in. This is my dashboard. I would go ahead and go to Advanced Scan Workbench, and then here are my scans right here. I have a bearish divergence scanner that I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can zoom in on this so you guys can copy down the search criteria. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Just copy what you see right here. You can always adjust the criteria if you want to. This is what actually works well for me. I could probably make another video of explaining what the search criteria is, but that would just take way too long right now. So let's just go ahead. Pause the video, do whatever you have to, create this search scanner, save it as bearish divergence scanner or whatever you want. You can call it, put short bangers. I don't know, whatever you want. All right, so your scanner is ready. So from here, you just need to run the scan anytime after the market is closed. Otherwise, if the market was still open, I don't think you would get any search results, and that you can't do anything with that, right? So run it after the market is closed, and now I'm gonna run through certain lists that I've saved just to give you an idea of how I actually use or how I interpret the search results. So let's go ahead and dive back to the dashboard. Check out my charts list. So I believe last Monday was 5-2. So let's just go ahead and pop that open. So immediately 9 entries. I mean, to me, that's like, out of all the stocks you see and you're only possibly shorting 9 of them, if anything, that might be an indicator for a long play or a bull run that might just pop up or something. I don't know, but anyways, I'm immediately turned off by this. I wouldn't probably take a short play at all the following day. But let's just take a look at this, what's coming up. So I'm seeing leveraged bear stocks, which basically means if these stocks go up when the market goes down, depending on what it's going for. So TZA, small cap, and whatnot. So this kind of tells me that if these stocks are going to go down, maybe there's probably a good chance for a long play. So just by using the bearish divergence scanner, I'm not going to trade the next day if I wanted to short something. So let's go ahead and dive into the next day. 5-3. All right, much better. So just scrolling to the bottom, I have 46 entries. Kind of like a rule of thumb, anything above 25 kind of piques my interest. So from here, what I like to do is filter or sort the search results by sector. This gives me a better idea of what sectors, what more stocks under which sectors are actually popping up in the search results, meaning money is probably flowing or ready to flow out of these certain sectors here. So immediately I see discretionary, so like maybe consumer spending or consumer discretionary, sorry. Healthcare, industrial, tech. So I'm going to write a few of these down just to, make sure I remember while we dive into all this. So this is exactly what I do almost every day. Okay, so let's go ahead, and from here, I like to filter or sort from volumes because I want to trade options that are have the highest volume in trades. And the very top, I have TLT, FCX, Twitter, and Disney. I've only had experience trading Twitter and Disney from these top couple lists, even Caesar and Win. But I'm just gonna pull up the top 4 and kind of run through the charts just to give you an idea of how much time I'm taking for each chart. And honestly, I'm only looking for solid plays here. I don't want to force a play that's shitty and you end up losing. So again, this is meant to just take 1 to 5 minutes out of your day. Okay, so TLT, immediately what I'm seeing just from the beginning, like this ETF's been getting hammered. I'm not familiar with trading this, so already immediately I don't want to short it. Next. Okay, so FCX. Again, like you don't want to be shorting when it's, reaching, 6-month lows right here. Maybe got maybe $5 more or so to go down. So there potentially could be, money to be made on the short side. But again, I see more upside potential here. It could be using this 200 MA as support. Or it could just bust down through it. But honestly, why would I set myself up for failure, right? So I don't like it. I'm not gonna take it. Okay, so Twitter. I'm seeing here like a possible, bull flag. You have support on the 9 EMA. All bullish signs. It's been kind of crazy right now with Elon being all, saying what he wants. But, I really don't want to take this play at all. Volume dry up. This could drop out too. So yeah, a little wedge forming. But again, not one of my favorable plays. Now I usually dive deeper if I find like something that's, that piques my interest, but this is just not doing it for me here. Okay, let's look at Disney. Disney's been getting hammered the past couple of weeks. Do I want to short it while it's, in 6-month lows? Probably not. I'm not going to force a play. Let's call it a day. I wouldn't take it. Okay, so let's check out 5-4. 1 entry. All right, so we're just doing this once a day, technically. So let's go ahead and just, for shits and giggles, let's pop up the chart and let's see what we can see from TX. Okay, so TX, what am I seeing? This could have been a bear flag, but it's already regressed, or it's already increased, way past halfway. So that's not going to be a bear flag. I'm not seeing nothing too crazy here. Honestly, I'm not going to take it. 1 entry on the bearish divergence scanner. Chances are, I have a bullish play for the stock market the next day. Possibly. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. So let's just move on to 5-5. Okay, so May 5th list. All right, so multiple entries is a good sign. Anything above 25 piques my interest, like I said. We got 42 entries. Let's filter or sort it by sector. Keep in mind what sectors are coming up more often. You have energy, healthcare, and tech. So those 3 I'm gonna keep in mind, and then I'm also going to sort by volume. I want to trade stocks with the highest traded volume. And I'm just gonna pick the top 6 to give you an example. Usually what I would do is just run through the list, and if I find stocks that I'm familiar with trading or that I like, I'll open up those charts as well. Like right now, I see RTX and Twilio. Traded them in the past. I love them. But in this case, I'll just open up the top. Let's do 5. Okay, so XLE, energy sector. I'm seeing almost like a cup and handle forming here. It's like a bullish sign here, but without diving in too much detail, yesterday it hit a 6-month high. Maybe today would have been a good time to short, but is there more downside potential here? Late March and early April is respecting that 9 EMA, plowed through it, and went right above it again, so we could see a retest of the 9 EMA. But let's go ahead and move on. Okay, OXY, immediately I see a black candle. If you've taken the charts reading course on crashtrading.com, you already know how powerful these black candles are. Without diving into too much detail with that, Just look at the way it behaves after these black candles. Black candle, dip, black candle, dip, black candle, dip. Like, especially when it's on the top of the Bollinger Band, you have a high chance of winning here. I like this trade right off the bat. Just from that alone, let's go ahead and dive deeper and you know, analyze this. So this might be a good play for tomorrow. Now, do I want to short something that's, you know, topped out this many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, probably not. But, you know, we are reaching, you know, this did reach a 6-month high, you know, a black candle indicating price exhaustion, high chance to the downside, and we're already at top of the Bollinger Band. More downside potential here. I like the setup already, but let me just go ahead and, you know, get more reference points to convince myself even further. You know, look at this RSI divergence. You know, I like already, that's one bullish indicator. So this black candle, that's another. There's 2. Trend line, let's check out volume. Look at this volume dry up. You know, we could get a bigger move to the downside. I'm trying to find all the bearish indicators here. You have the closing price compared to yesterday is higher, yet you have your accumulation dropping. Okay, that's, you know, accumulation divergence, distribution divergence. You know, similar price points from, you know, these 2 vertical lines here. Again, we are loading off on this stock. However, the stock price is trading higher. That kind of indicates to me that this, you know, this stock may be ready to dip. So I like that already. You have 1, 2, 3 indicators, 4. Okay, so this is pretty high. Now let's go on let's check out the bullish indicators here. You know, you have MACD, you know, you cross to the upside. I mean, that's like, you know, MACD is kind of a lagging indicator here, so I don't always take that, you know, as a strong signal. I like it. I think I'm gonna take this trade here. Cool. Let's go ahead and move on. Especially, I mean, also to think about it, we have also confirmation of the sector, of the XLE sector, energy sector popping up in the bearish divergence scanner. Like, that's a good sign. I like that. I like it when a stock in the same sector comes up on the bearish divergence scanner, and the sector ETF or whatnot comes up as well. That's a really good sign that you may want to do a short play. All right, guys. So I'm actually just going to go through how I set up OXY. This was more of a difficult trade. It was actually a swing trade over the weekend, which I don't usually like to do, but we did end up profitable on Monday. So I'm just going to break down the way I approach this setup. So here on, let's say Thursday, I drew up these resistance lines at, you know, key levels in red, and then also support levels, which are also my price targets here in green. In the very morning of Friday, we hit this zone right here, which I agreed that I would be adding to my short position. So that's exactly what I did. I have opened a few short positions right early in the morning, and we just dropped to our first price target, and I was, I think, up maybe 30%. So I was buying, I wasn't buying 0 DTEs. I was buying, you know, a week out expiration. So the gains weren't super awesome at that point. We bounced back up, which sucked. Up back to my I guess my zone where I'd be adding to my short position. I did so. If you can see this little circle here, so we're exactly where I did that, and it dumped off. Nothing too crazy. It was still pumping, and this whole time I'm watching SPY and XLE here on my left, and you know, SPY was having a difficult time reaching over 414. This kind of kept me into the play. But the energy sector was just it was just pumping. So my stop loss plan was anything above 65. If OXI decided to pump way past 65, 65.10, 65.20, I was out. And we just never got there. So by the end of the day, I was already maxed out on my short position, according to my risk tolerance. So I was probably like $1,300 deep into this trade already. I didn't want to go any further than that. And just swung over the weekend. And then on Monday, fast forward, the market just fucking tanked. So that and the XLE energy sector followed with it. So in the very morning, I took profits. My first price target, we hit my second price target. So I was dumping 50% of my position here at the first price target. A quarter here at my second price target, and we went my third price target, and I basically was totally out of the trade. It was awesome. I'm glad I kind of hung on to this trade. I mean, most of my trades aren't as this difficult, so it's super annoying that the first example that I show of using the bearish divergence scanner, that this is it. But we ended up we made 146% gain on this trade. A little exhausting because it was over multiple days, but we were able to do it. But yeah, but hopefully I have more videos in plan using the bearish divergence scanner. It should be a lot easier than this, but this is just an example of setting up in a play. Okay, so for some closing remarks on the bearish divergence scanning tool on stockcharts.com, this is a given, but I just have to say it. Please don't blindly take trades on the bear scanner. You saw the methodology of going through all each search criteria and the results. So use this to help you set up great, phenomenal trades rather than forcing shitty ones. What helps me a lot is to always stick to your plan and risk tolerance. With that being said, if you made a dog shit plan, make sure you adapt and learn from it. And if you find yourself getting too emotional in a trade, chances are you are risking too much, or you should be actually taking profits. Okay, so I plan on making videos like this, but much, much shorter. Probably even share my bullish divergence scanner as well. As soon as I see a solid setup, I'll probably make like a short 5-minute video, share my plan, and also maybe even live trade it the next day. So we'll see what happens there. So if you trade options, I hope you can use this tool to your advantage and make some serious gains. But until next time, this is Martin with Crash Trading. I'll see you in the next video.